I don't think this is really talked about very often in the plant community. Not that it's a bad thing. Every hobby is good, especially if it helps you feel better about yourself, helps you cope with things. But every hobby can get out of hand if you are overspending, if it's making you feel guilty. And I am turning a blind eye to it because I know it's bad. Hi, I'm Michelle, and this is my YouTube channel, Michelle Monstera, where we talk about mental health, carnivorous plants, indoor plants, gardening. I'm in zone 8B, and I am an underwaterer. So basically, since I have become debt-free, I have spent so much money on plants. This is not a bad thing, but it has gotten out of hand. I have been just going bonkers on spending. So today I'm going to take you and give you a little bit of a tour of the plants in my plant collection that are new, and as well as things that I bought recently because of sales or just other things. Yeah, let's just get started. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to unbox my greenstalk garden order. I'm going to show you what I got, how much it costs, and yeah. This is my greenstalk order, and I'm going to unbox it right now. I saw a post or a vlog of I think it was Soil and Margaritas, and she bought the new greenstalk color, and it is this brick red, or it was burgundy red, and they're having a sale right now, and I really do like my greenstalk garden. I just haven't been utilizing it the right way, and so I decided to buy a 5-tier original red greenstalk for the front. And I bought these spinner things here. One of the things that I mentioned in my balcony video is that I hated the fact that I could only use part of the greenstalk because I couldn't turn it, and I forgot that they offer little turning wheels. So now I can actually see the entire greenstalk on my balcony. It's 2 keys. This is the little watering trays that go in between the tiers. And then this goes on the top here. This is like where the water comes out, or you water. And then you like this. Put these in between. I love this color. I can't resist it. I think it's beautiful and just really speaks to my aesthetic. And right now I'm trying to find things that are aesthetically pleasing to me, because I grew up not cheap, but learning to sacrifice things that I liked for practicality so that we could, afford other things eventually. And now that I can afford things, I have gone overboard and I'm just starting to buy everything. Like I said, I did not need this, but I bought it because I really wanted it. And I just had a thought of putting it out near the porch and to replace the really crappy planters. Yeah, anything to help me plant easier, especially since watering is like really tough for me. So being able to water like 30 or 40 things at once is game changer right there. Is going to allow me to love gardening more. And right now I do love gardening, but it's been really frustrating in terms of the porch area because watering that area as well has not been really successful. But yeah, so this is what's gonna happen. And yeah, here's one reason why I spent. So my son and I have this thing where every year we go plant shopping together.
We're at the plant store right now, and we're buying some new plants right now.
and we take pictures, and I let him get what he wants within reason. And he was requesting plant shopping one day because he said we didn't do that during the summer. We usually do it during the summer, and I had like not really forgotten, but have definitely put it off because I didn't feel like I really needed to add more to my collection, and I didn't really need to go out and get anything, so I didn't want to tempt myself. But there was one day where he really, really wanted to go plant shopping, and I was like, okay, fine, let's go plant shopping. You can't twist my arm too hard. And we got a few things, and so there were things that I got for myself and stuff that I got for him. Let me show you. This is one of the plants that I got for myself. This is a stormanthe magic star, and I thought this was a trio star, and I got excited, and I just grabbed it without really looking. I've had a stormanthe before. I love them. I think their color is so beautiful and unique, like the splash of yellow on here, and then the back, the almost contrast of the pink is so stunning and beautiful. It is in the calathea family, I believe, or prayer plant family, and I did not do well with my last stormanthe. It just got crispy, and so I saw this and got really excited. There are those people that like spend hours trying to figure out which plant is better. Is it this one or that one? Like, how many plants are in here? Are they pests? I'm the opposite of that. I get excited and I grab and run. So I didn't notice that there were crispy tips on this girl, and they just cut them off at the ends, which is fine. I would do the same thing. I repotted her and put her in like a self-watering type deal here with a string, because I don't want her to get crispy tips, but now I'm worried that she's gonna get root rot. So let's just see how that goes. But honestly, after thinking about it a bit, I am not in love with this plant because it's not the stormanthe that I wanted. So I'm really hoping that I can bring this back to life, but I really want this to work out. I feel like I'm like talking to this. I really want this to work out. I see a good future for us, but we gotta be looking better, man. Like, this is not cute. I really feel like I have hit a point in my plant collection where I feel like I'm comfortable with the amount I have. I don't really need any more. Yet I bought, I want to say like 20 plants this month. And I just don't understand why I would do that, because I'm feeling really, really comfortable with everything. There were things that were on sale. They're really good deal. Some wish list plants that were also really good deal, but I don't really need any of these things. And so I have this like weird guilt about my plants, but I love them. But sometimes I'm getting to a point where my mental health is greatly affected by these plants, and the plants are helping my mental health, but also I'm passing the thresholds of the amount that I'm comfortable with, and I'm getting overwhelmed and feeling frustrated and almost nervous that I'm like making all these decisions to buy all these plants without really thinking it through. But some of these were just good deals, and so it felt like I can't pass them up. So let me show you some of them. Here's another specimen that I bought at Trader Joe's. There's this cute orchid. I had my moment with orchids like when I first started my plant journey, but it didn't work out. All the leaves fell off, and it was there weren't any flowers, and I just got sick of them. From, you know, the foliage is cool, but not what I was looking for. So I found this at Trader Joe's for like $8, and I thought that was a great price, but I wasn't expecting to come home with it. I wasn't looking for an orchid. It was just a good price. So I mean, she's cute, and she's actually really, really healthy. I just wasn't expecting her. Have been on Facebook a lot, just dabbling in the groups, just looking, and I saw somebody with a Florida ghost and she was selling it for $10. I've been wanting a Florida ghost for a while, and she's trying to downsize her collection because she had 3 kids, and I thought this was a great deal for the specimen. And she also threw some other plants in there with everything. I also ended up buying this guy. This is I think it's either Crimson Queen or Princess. I always forget which one is which. This was $5, and then she gifted me cuttings that she was trying to rehab of the opposite, either the Queen or the Princess, and in here in this bag. So I'm just kind of letting it sit because I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. Where else? What else? This is a philodendron paraiso verde, I believe. And I saw this at my grocery store, and they were selling full plants for $30. And I saw the crappy version, and this was selling for like $8 because it doesn't look great. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I can rescue this plant. It's going to be better under my care, and it's going to be worth it. But I felt like it was a good deal, but right now I'm suffering through the like crappy stages, and I don't know if there's a pest outbreak that it had. I didn't look too closely, and once again, I'm one of those plant parents that like to just turn away from the problem, and then it's not happening, right? So I don't look enough to see if I have pests, because I'm scared that if I find it, then I'm just like, my whole collection is doomed. And so I'm sure I've had pests. We'll see how this guy does. This was the real reason why I bought all of those hoyas and the philodendron ghost. It was because of this $5 silvery scindapsus, and I love scindapsus. I don't have this one in my collection, and I just love, I don't know if the camera picks up, but it sparkles on the back in the light, and it's just beautiful. I love the variegation on the silvery Ann. Where's a good specimen like this right here, and she's beautiful. This whole thing was going all the way down here, so I think she was about 7 feet tall, but it was a lot of runners. But I'm like, let's just save them. Let's save those runners and try to get more. She gave up this plant because she just didn't think it was happy in her care because it's producing so many runners. And here I am trying to save it or make it better, but we'll see. Along with that Facebook post, this came with it. It was just a good price for the specimen. I'm not sure what hoya this is. I think it was a steal, honestly, but I also don't love it. This is why I'm overwhelmed. I think I showed you this. I'm not sure. I did trade for a few plants, which is why I thought this was okay to buy or get. Like, this is a hoya, like just australis, and I think this is like the variegated and this is original. I traded some pings and some other things for this, and I just thought, like, I'm starting to love hoya, so I'm just going to add this to my bigger hoya, australis, and make it like a bushy one. So that's why I have this, and she was free. And anyways, so yeah, that is today. We are also trying to budget today. It has gotten out of hand, and it continues to get out of hand because I'm not paying attention to the spending that I'm doing. And I am turning a blind eye to it because I know it's bad. So I'm forcing myself to look at what I'm spending, how much I've spent the past month, just so I can shock myself with the awareness so that I can get back on track. That is the plan today. So we are going to get to the plant budget. But first, I need to clean this area. and it's overwhelming, and I'm trying to be in the right frame of mind for budgeting. I'm not trying to procrastinate. So we're gonna do a 5-minute timer. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay, so here we go. There's no rhyme or reason to anything that I do. I just kind of do it. It's a little bit better. It's still chaotic, but that's okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. Oh my gosh. And my daughter put a whole bunch of the nail polish in here because reasons. I'm gonna put it, where am I gonna put this? You know how they say everything has a place? Or everything should have a place? Nothing has a place here. Nothing has a place. And that is part of the issue. These are clothes that I want to dye black. Because I'm a mess. Oh. Set another timer for 5 minutes, please. That was fast. I just want it to be enough so that I don't feel chaotic and frazzled. Is that even possible? I don't know. This is like camera stuff. I have way too many hobbies. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like you just have way too many hobbies? And you're like, what is all this crap? Well, that's how I feel. Welcome to my house, where nothing makes any logical sense. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Okay. This can go here, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is all this anyway? Go. Where does everything go? Chaos, chaos, chaos. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. We're okay. It's just annoying, it's just annoying. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Then bring these down. All of these bubbas down. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, so we're finally set to check out the budget, and I am going to just write down all of the things that I paid for that were plant items and list them here so that I can stare at them. So let's just write plant spending. Okay, and then we'll just do date, item. Okay. Oh man, I'm like not excited for this, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done. All right. All right, this Amazon purchase on 10/11 was definitely a part of the plant stuff. It's Amazon, but I don't remember what it was. I think this is, I'll have to check what that is. Venmo for plants. Oh, Benji plant shirt. $45. 10/6. This is so interesting. Oh, houseplants galore. Oh my gosh. This was the shopping spree for my son. He wanted to do a plant date. $115.88. Okay. Ooh, what is this? There's a couple of Amazon purchases on the 28th. 33.14 and 32.03, and this is, I need to figure out what that is. Another Amazon thing. Jeez, oh my gosh. Amazon. 918 is $214.51. Jeez, was it Amazon? It is Amazon. What did I get? Weird. MI Gardener, $25. cents on 9/11. Growing roots together, $33.51 for garlic and yarrow and another plant. Bootstrap Farmer for $97.16. 9/6 on 10/13. I went to Sky Nursery and spent $126.78. I feel like we're already at like $1,500, but I'm bad at math. So there is a shop called Canned Goods, and they ship their shirts in cans because it cuts down plastic waste, and I thought that was really cool. And they have this shirt that I like that I ordered, and that was $96. But I am okay. Garden Well, which is the vertical planter, and I spent $186.75. Wow. I think that's it. So this Amazon purchase for $101 is actually only $45. I bought self-watering pots that were $17, CalMag and Leca. CalMag was $13, Leca was $15, and then in total that's $45. The rest were part of a different order. This Amazon purchase on the 28th was actually an air tag. This is not plant related. The Amazon purchase on the 28th as well is I bought saffron bulbs because I just had extra on the gift card, and overall it was $32, but the saffron purchase was $12. This Amazon purchase on the 18th for $214.51 was actually a sewing machine. So it's not plant related, definitely hobby related though too, so that's still important to notice. And then everything else is good, so we're gonna look at our new total here. So instead of 101, so overall that is $854.98 for September and October so far. That is a lot of money. Did I expect it to be that much? No. I'm glad I know now how much I've spent on that. Oh God. But generally, I spend within my limits. I think what changed this month was that I opened up a credit card to try and help my credit score situation. And I haven't had a credit card in years. I realize how out of control it all gets when you open a credit card. So it feels overwhelming to know that I spent all of that money. And yes, I know that this is my hobby, this is what I want to do full time, but I still feel a bit of shame for spending so much. I've hit a phase in my life where I am mostly debt free, and honestly, I didn't ever really think that I would hit this stage of my life. I never dreamed about being like, oh wow, I don't really owe anything, I've paid everything off, now what? And there's a bit of confusion, like I don't know what to do next besides spend and dig myself back into that hole, because I enjoy being able to pay things off again. Like I need to make work for myself. And yeah, it's just a very strange time. And credit cards, opening a credit card is toxic for me, and I realize that it's easy when you just have a debit card and you're spending only what you have. When you have a credit card, you're like spending money you don't even know you necessarily have. Having to switch back between when do I pay for things on my debit card and when do I pay for things on my credit card. Like, when does that make sense to use one or the other? I'm really struggling with that, and anything that is a big purchase, I've noticed, it goes onto my credit card because I think I want to hide it from myself, and so I think I really need to work on that next month. Anyways, I wanted to hear back from you about if you guys have any monthly type of thing that you guys do to help keep yourself in check for plants, to look at your finances in general. How does that affect you? Does it affect you? Do you have a sinking fund for your plant purchases? I want to know what you guys do, because I don't think this is really talked about very often in the plant community. Not that it's a bad thing. Every hobby is good, especially if it helps you feel better about yourself, helps you cope with things in a positive way. But every hobby can get out of hand if you are overspending, if it's making you feel guilty. So I would like to hear your thoughts on your spending habits. How much did you guys spend this month, if you guys are open to that? If you would like more of these, please let me know. I don't know if this is interesting to anyone. It was interesting to me for sure, and really, really helpful. And I feel like I also owe you guys the transparency of what I'm doing with my money in terms of a small YouTube channel. Okay, so if you made it this far, put the $sign in the chat or in the comments, and tell me what you're doing for yourself today in terms of self-care that you've been putting off. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment on the video if you feel like you want to. Otherwise, I will see you next time, and I will see you soon. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.